Hello, Dorothy here at Done by Dorothy. We are here today and we are working on our Kindred Spirits, finishing up our journal project we did for the month of June. And we are to the point to where we are decorating our storage boxes. Now, we made a journal storage box that will hold our journal, will hold our planner inserts, our extras that we have. We also have an ephemera box. Let me grab it real fast. We also have an ephemera box that attaches to the side of our box that will stand up. And let me this, and it actually has this slightly crooked. We'll fix that, guys. That's just where it glued and it turned. It's fine. You won't notice it because we have stuff we're gonna do to it. But yeah, there we go. And it opens up where we can put all our ephemera in it. And it'll store on the side, so it'll actually be setting up like this. We can just tuck our ephemera in there and pull it out as we need it. So let's get with it. We're going to start with our storage box first. I have quite a few book pages left over, so I'm actually going to use book pages to cover my box, and then I will come back through with, and I'm just tearing the sides. I'm not worried about if they're even or if they're ripped or whatever, because I'm just collaging the box with it. This is part of the storage part, and I could cut this on a cutter and it would be a lot faster, but I'm going to do a couple pages at a time here, so if the rips sort of get loud, I apologize. And I could have ripped these beforehand and saved you guys watching me rip these, but I'm just going to rip down some pages so we have some to work with, and then we'll slowly add, and then I'll pause the video, I'll go away, I'll finish it, and come back and you'll be like, voila, it's done. And we're going to be covering the storage box and the ephemera box with book pages, with the excess book pages, because I mean, why not? Let's use them up. And I like the fact that, you know, there's going to be text of Anna Green Gables all over it. I mean, the Kindred Spirits is based off of that, so I think it's a really cool, you know, being able to pick up the box and just randomly read sections of the book. And I will be using the pages, you know, the whole pages like this, so there'll be, you know, you may be able to read a half a page of an Anna Green Gables book, and I'm leaving all the text on. I'm just tearing off, you know, the white around, so most of the text you'll be able to see off each page that's on there. So we've got that, and I've had such a blast. Oops, I ripped the corner of that one, but it'll work. Okay, so we have that. So I'm going to start with the back. And again, just, you know, cover the inside. Now, I could use MOD Podge, which might not be a bad idea. And then we can sort of coat it and let it dry. Let me grab my MOD Podge brush. Let's do this. Whoops. Hold on, I'm grabbing my big brush versus my little brush. If you can bear with me just a second. Because I just had it. There it is. And it is a Tim Holtz Distress tool. So because I'm using full pages and then I'll rip as I need to, I'm going to start in the center. And this is my homemade Mod Podge. And again, it's just in a ketchup or a mustard, a condiment bottle. And I'm just going to cover the base the bottom of in here because it'll stay wet for a little bit and give me enough time to get it all covered. Hopefully you guys can see. I'm sorry if I was off camera. I'm just brushing and covering the bottom. And then I'm just going to lay that there. And I'll brush it down in a minute. And then I'm just going to rip and put it on here. Let me cover each page as I put it in there. And again, I'm just brushing it on. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue where along the edges there where I've got to go. And the Tim Holtz brushes are fantastic for helping carry glue. And I'm actually going to go up the side a little bit on this because I have that curve of the side. I might as well go ahead and get that in there. And then just take my brush and that'll coat it. It'll have a nice coating on it. Which will help protect it. Plus it'll give it that awesome feel. And if I have areas that aren't covered, then I'll just tear and add as I need to. Hopefully I didn't just stick my head in their camera. I may have. If I did, I apologize. And again, this is my homemade MOD Podge. And I have a recipe for that if you need it. And I'll try to link it in the cards. And I just keep trying to move it around so, you know, it changes it up so it's not all the same. Then if I need to add a piece, I will. And I need to put some glue back there because I didn't glue up the side right there. Only so far. And I just drip and drop it on there because I'm going to smear it around anyway. So and you could use tissue paper, you could use wrapping paper. I mean, there's a lot of different things that you could use. The ketchup bottle really helps when it comes to moving it into those little cracks and crevices where you need it to be. Okay. There's that. So we almost have the bottom completely done. So let me move this over here and grab another piece of paper. And I just keep layering it up. So I'm going to put this across the top here. I may have to rip another piece or two to go up there. And again, yeah, just smear it around in there. I do like when they're that close to the fold, at least putting it in the, you know, the down in the crevice there. You'll see like that one had the torn white edge, so it sort of has that white edge on it. And this is probably pretty tedious watching me do this. Drip a drop, drip, drop, drip, drop. Hopefully you guys can, I'm actually up here in the camera where you can see. I'm sorry if you couldn't see. I'm trying. It's hard to get up there where you can really see. There we go. Let's rip some more. And I need a little piece there. And a little piece like that. This one I'm going to fold. I'm going to put this in the crack in the crevice over here. And I just keep adding and building up on it layer by layer. And the next thing you know, it's finished. And you're like, whoa, wait a minute. How did I get all that to do that? It looks really good too. And then when I get to the outside, the inside I'm covering just with the text. And then the outside I'm covering with text, but I've also got some of the digitals to put on the outside. So let me put this up here so I can get some glue in it. Hold on. I think I got a little hardened up glue. I got a glue thing in there stopping it up. Every once in a while I gotta clean those out. They get in the way and they will just clog it up, and you spend your whole time trying to dig through your glue bottle. See if that works better. Give me a second, guys. I promise. Okay. I'm trying to smear the glue around. I can't really do that on this section upside down. Okay. So here we go. Fold this so it goes up in to the crack there. Let me pause for a minute and try to pull you back a little bit. Maybe you can see a little bit better. Hopefully that'll help a little bit. You might see my head in it, but there we go. I'm going to flip it up like this and fold this, put this right there in the corner. This is just one of those things that's like really awkward to film. I guess it might be better if I film it that way. Maybe if I did it upside down, do everything upside down, it looks better. Okay. Then I'm going to go ahead and this one's going to be a big one. And I'm going to carry it all the way out to the edge. I'm just going to let it stick out for right now because I don't want to flip it over and have everything covered with glue on my desk. Okay. So my thing, it did not come unclogged. Hold on, let me see what's going on down here. Okay, there it is. Sometimes you get these really, see these little hard pieces of glue in there. And they will just clog you up. Okay, let me throw some glue down. Oops, I have glue everywhere before today's over. It's the only bad thing about Mod Podge is I tend to get it everywhere. But I'm a sloppy Mod Podger, so that's probably why. Okay. Hold on just a second. This one's going to get folded in half. Because I'm going to push it right in the corner. Let me glue up the side of the box. Hold on, guys. I know you guys are probably like, what? I want to see, I want to see, I want to see. are going, good Lord, what in the world's a woman doing now? Which is probably closer to the truth. I'm trying to get this really bottom part here, and it's goofy to try to do upside down. There we go. So let me do some on the outside up here so you can see, and then I will turn the camera off and finish doing it so you're not. And I just make sure it's coated really well. Now this I can coat on the inside because I'm going to turn around and fold these pages over. Now I don't want these to be all so straight out here. So, and I'm going to put that right like that hanging over the edge because then I can get like, then I can fold them under right here where I put that glue. Then I can go back in with the blue and get the rest, because I don't want these to be all the same, you know, to look just like big huge pieces of book page down, even though we're using big huge pieces of book page. Okay, then I'm going to put a little bit of glue up here, go over top of these to get them ready for anything that sticks on top of them, and if not, then they're coated and ready to go. Then again, I'm just gonna like that. I was thinking about Mr. Allen, the minister. I know this I'm gonna have to put some more on there because it's gonna go up to here. So just throw some glue on, smear it in. I might as well go ahead and cover this while I'm here because I know I've got this part down here to go over. Okay. Now this is just like we do our napkins. I'll go ahead and go down this side here and adhere all this down. And again, I know, you know, if you're buying MOD Podge, you're like, oh my gosh, she's using a ton of that. Why? And, well, I make my own. And like I said, I'll put a link. And I'm making it out of school glue. I'm getting my school glue. The other day, rolled back at my Walmart, they had Elmer's school glue, 50 cents a bottle. For, I believe, 12-ounce bottles, I think. So, you know, that's only going to cost me, let's see, 12 ounces. 12 and 12 is 24 and 36. So yeah, you know, I'm making a quart of it for $1.50. So I don't have to really worry about using too much. Get that back in there. Okay, so let's see. We got this crack right here. Let's lay this one right here. And just layer it. And there's going to be wrinkles. I like those. I think it adds to the, I don't know, the eclecticness of it, I guess, is the word I want to use. And again, I'm going to roll that under and Mod Podge it down. There we go. We got a couple little extra places there we need to get. Let's see. And if I'm overlayering, it's, you know, it doesn't really bother me. I can put that there. I think this one might just, nope, let's tear this top part off here. That here. This is all covered. Then we'll come back and see if we've got any. I know we've got that one little spot, but not anymore. Now I am putting all my text in the same direction. Not sure why, that's just what I do. right like that. Glue it down. Let's flip it over here. Go right along that edge right there. And you know, if you do this in steps, then you can let some of it dry. I think I just folded that up instead of down, but that's okay. Then, you know, do one side, let it dry, and then you've got a side that you can handle. And, you know, if it sticks up, just put some Mod Podge on it and go on. There we go. And like I said, I like the wrinkles and stuff in it because I just think it looks, I don't know. That's just the way I like it, I guess. Some people may not like that. If you don't like it, then you can use napkins. You can use Kleenexes. Napkins. You can use tissue paper. Not Kleenexes. Tissue paper. Try to get the back glued. You know, just put some pressure on it. So, like, there's the front, the top. That's going to be the top, and then we'll Mod Podge some. I'll be cover everything, and I will be back, and we will put our paper on it that we're going to do. So I will be back in a little bit so you can see that. Hello, we're back, and my box is dry. I have a little spot here. I think I'm gonna try to do a little bit of gluing on just because it's gonna be covered, so it's not gonna matter. But okay, so we're gonna start with our main box, and mine's all covered and all texty, all with all the book pages, which I absolutely love. I love the look of it. I think it's turned out really good. It's quite sturdy with the book board. So I have a few little pieces of ephemera and such that I've cut out that we're just going to walk through adding those on. One is I have the little butterflies, and I'm going to put those down here in the corner. So I'm going to put this one down first, and then I'll measure to make sure the other one's even. I think it looks so cute there. Actually, I think I'm going to put the other one up in the top corner, and then we don't have to worry about the measuring. What do you think? The little butterflies in the corners, those look cute. I'm just putting a little, and this is Mod Podge, but I have mine in my ketchup bottle, which you've seen earlier. So it makes it a little bit easier. Let me see. I'm going to finger measure, guys. That's about a finger away. That's about a finger away. Just sort of finger measure. Let's see, that's about even. I want it to sort of look like it's in the same placement. There we go. So we've got our butterflies on the top. Those came out cute. Okay, then we're going to deal with the side. I have these I'm going to actually apply to the sides because I love the fact it's got the title of the book page. It's got the little and I love this. And it's got the copyright information, which I think is important. Let me try to back you out just a little bit further. Hopefully you can see a little bit my messy desk. There we go. Okay, so I'm actually going to put, which is one nice thing about this, is I'm able to apply it like this. I don't have to worry about brushing it over because, you know, the box has already been Mod Podge, so it's just going to add another layer if I get it on there, and I'm going to Mod Podge the front, so I can just sort of do it right here and use it as my little table. Okay. Then I'm going to flip it over. This is the hard part because I'm trying to make it even. Let's see. Hopefully. think that looks about right. And then another thing that you have to pay attention to is making sure your images don't run. If you have used an inkjet printer, when you go to put on there, put your glue to the side and drag it across. It just keeps the water content down a little bit. Or just use straight glue over the top of it, because there is water in Mod Podge and you don't want that to run your photos. I totally missed and put it across my page. Trying to make sure you get your edges down really good. If it seems like it's a little dry under there, use your brush and scoot some under there. And don't be afraid to like press it. Put some muscle into it. So there's that. I love it. I think it looks so cute. I like it. It's a little crooked, but I think it's okay. Okay. Now this side's going to be a little trickier. Because that side's wet, I'm just going to lean it on a roll of tape. And I'm just going to save the water on my thing, I'm just going to brush that down the side and just cover my box. Because it can use another layer. Always can use another layer. And one thing I love about the Tim Holtz brushes is that they do pick up a lot of the excess glue. If you have too much, that little crevice he put in the center just does a lot. Okay, let's see here. Let's see if we get this one straighter. Let me tilt it up so I can see. There we go. And try not to touch your box when it's wet because it will, the glue will stick to you and you'll pull your page away when it dries and all kinds of craziness. So I'm holding inside the box where it's dry. A little bit more glue across the center here, and I think we're good to go. And then I'll let it dry. I'll put a secondary coat on it. Okay, so there's that side. So that side, and we've got this side. Butterflies on top. I'm decorating the back of mine. Because, I don't know, because it's there. There we go. And I'm actually putting this image on the back because I love this image. It's one of my favorite ones from the kit. Okay, I have to very carefully try to pick this up and move it around. Needs to come down just a tad more. About right there, it seems. And let me see at the top. Hold up again. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. I think I'll do it that way. And let me grab my brush. And again, I still have a lot left in that brush from where I did that, so it really helps carry the glue. And I know, but you can buy these individually. You can buy them in a pack of 3 with small, medium, and large. Honestly, I like the large one the best for what I use it for. Now, depending on what your use is, may change the size that you need. Okay. So that completes our large storage box. There's our back, one side, the other side, and the top. And if there's the bottom, it's complete text. I don't see a reason to decorate that. And our inside is all text. I'm trying not to touch anything because I don't want to rip any of the paper or anything like that, which it will do when it's wet. Okay. I think I'm going to set this inside to dry. My bottom is dry, so I can set it right up and let it dry. If I can make room on my desk. And then we have our storage box. It is covered on all sides. It is magnetic, a magnetic closure. It is coated on the inside, although you can't really see in the video. I did not go all the way down, but I did go down beyond where you can't see because I wasn't reaching in there like that. The top, I did MOD Podge, but it MOD Podge to the fabric. So as the fabric moves, the paper moves, and it goes right back into place, which I absolutely like. So on this is going to magnetize on the back, so I'm not worrying about decorating the back because that's going to be stuck to my box. Well, good, let me see. Hold on a second. Let me fussy cut the window out real fast, and we will put this on the back. I love this little window. Oh, well, we might put it on the front. I love the little window. I love her looking out the little window. And you'll notice in the fussy cuts, if you look up in the window, if you make it big enough, it actually says I love Gilbert, like written in the seam on the windows. Yes, I'm that silly. Okay. Okay, so I think we'll put this down here. Up here, I have a little Ann. I have this. I was originally going to put this in the center because I really like that. And then I was going to put the little Ann down here. But the window up there like it's an upstairs window. Turn Diana down there. Up. Maybe. You know what? Since this is going to magnetize on the back, I'm not going to put anything on the back. Well, I know we could put that right there on the back. Let's put that on the back. Let's put Ann and Diana in the back. Just in case you would happen, because you may choose not to. And I mean, say if you're going on a trip, you may grab just like your journal, not want to deal with the storage box, and grab your ephemera box to take along with you if you're on a trip. There's Ann and Diana on the back. And then on the front side, which I probably need to find. Let me find another cute little something that we can. Let me look in my fussy cut here. Let me put my fussy cut. Hold on. Damn it, second. I'm trying to decide. Let's see. Oh, I'll cut a little envelope. I have a little stack of books though. What did I do with my little stack of books? Give me a second, because I just had it pulled out so I could pussycat it. Yes, I have that many pages of my pussycat stuff, guys. Well, now I can't find it. Oh, there it is. It fell. It fell. Let me see how big my stack of books are. Okay, they're still too big. So let me use this little envelope just so we have something on the sides. So I'm going to fussy cut out this little envelope because I want to have something, you know, a little bit of decorative on each side. It doesn't have to be anything major, just something that would look really cute. So this little bitty envelope, and I'm just going to put it down here on the side just to put something on there. Now, because this was printed with a desk jet printer, it is going to pick up some of the, what is the word I'm looking for? Some of the ink and possibly carry when you go to glue, just so you're aware if you're using, if you do not have a laser printer. However, I used down here and it picked up the pink from Diana's shirt, which I like the fact that it's sort of carrying the pink. I think that's cute. Okay, so this one I've got to do sort of wonky because I have it glued on the other side now. So I'm going to whip my little picture down. Let me put it on here. And I put them like lower to the bottom. I don't know why. I think that's just some kind of weird thing with me. Let me tilt it here so you can see. And I'm just brushing over it. And then let's get to the front. I'm going to put the window and I'm just going to use my desk. I know you guys are like, that's a wooden desk. Why? It's okay. It washes off. It's glue. Mod Podge is pretty much just glue and water. And do I want this at the bottom? I don't want this at the top. I think it'd look cuter on the flap. Let's see. Close enough. Okay, and then I'll just put some glue on there, and before it has time to soak, start brushing. Okay. Okay, so we have Anne's little window on the front. We have our little envelope, Anne and Diane, and Anne. Now, I want to sort of do a little bit of decoration on here. So, let me put my lid back on. Let me find my blue trim that I used for my binding because that's what I want to use. To make sure it's dry. Okay, I'm going to pop it up here. Okay. I'm going to go inside. I need to see about, so I want to do about a centimeter. And I am going to measure this and draw a line because I'm not perfect. Turn it this way. It makes it a little easier to measure. Okay. I go about a ½ inch up. And I'm just going to draw my line across, which nobody will see. I'm going to flip inside, and again, I'm going to mark it at a ½ inch. Super easy, super easy. And again, I'm going to draw my line across. Oops. Close enough. Okay, then I'm going to grab my Fabri-Tac because, you know, anytime you use lace or fabric, it is the thing to use. Okay, and I'm going to draw my line across in glue with my blue. And I'm just going to find the center. And I'm going to find about the center of my top. It doesn't have to be exact because we can trim this down. And I'm going to glue it across there. Okay. Then I'm going to put another line of glue down here at the bottom, right below where I put that ribbon, all the way across. I'm going to grab my eyelet lace. Remember that we used around the edge of our journal. And I'm going to put it right across there. I have to hold it a little bit just to make sure it's secure. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and trim that and get that one out of the way. See if I need to put a little bit more glue down here on the end, it looks like. Okay. So it has our lace. Let me get my lace out of the way. I'm gonna flip it closed. So we have our little eyelet trim down here at the bottom. Look, it's so cute sticking out. And then I want this to stay in one spot. So I'm gluing all the way across. Now you could have wrapped it all the way around the box where it would have closed, but we have a magnetic closure, so we really don't need that. I'm going to take this, I'm going to tie it just like I'm going to tie a bow. Straightening out my little ribbons as I go down. Okay, make sure the flat side stays glued. So I'm going to adhere this, make sure it's even here because we want it to be nice and straight, right like that. Okay, I'm going to put a small dab of glue right in the middle of where my bow is there. Just like if you use a hot glue gun. I'm going to make my little bow. Little ribbon down there, that one down there, right like that. Pull my little bunny ears, as the kids would have said when they were little. Make sure it's nice and even. Make sure your bows are even. So pull them. You can sort of make, yeah, pretty close to even. Okay, then I'm going to take my scissors. I'm going to cut them at an angle. A little bow at an angle that way. Pull it down to about this, where it's going to be the same. So they're about even. And there we go, our little ephemera box. This cute little lace. I cut this, needs trimmed down over here. Okay, so it's got its little eyelet lace, its little bow. It's magnetic though, and it closes. Okay, so in my box, let me pull out all of my items now. So let me see what I did with all of them. There's some. I'm not gonna find them all. Hold on. There's my extra book pages. And let me grab everything that we have over here so we can go through it all. So all my extra tags, oops, it's a bad book page. My extra book pages, my quotes, extra shaker window, my little pockets, washi I used. I'm going to make a little thing with lace, all my different stuff, everything that goes with my little kit, all my extra pieces, everything will go in there. So there's our little box again, and our little window, little envelope, and then Diana on the back. Then we've got all of our extra, except I have one of mine is missing. These are all my planners, but I have other besides this because I have my extra journal to put in there and my thing. So let me grab my box, and here's our box. We have one side. I've got so much out here, it's like hard to show it all, and I'll make sure I zoom back so you can see when I do the flip through. This is the side, the back, the other side, the top, the bottom, the inside. Okay, so we have our journal, slides right in. If you can see, there's our journal. We have all of our excess pages, extra planners, all of that. And again, I made extra room in mine. So as this blocked up and I decorated in these, I could still fit them back within. So like when I finish the 2 in here and they're full, I can still put them in here, take 2 out of here and keep. And so when I get done, this will all be full. And our little box that goes on the top, and it is magnetic. It does stick. So there you go. See? Ta-da! I hope you have enjoyed this. I will be sure to do a flip through so you can see everything that I've added, because I have added a little bit extra. So you can see everything. Thanks for joining in with us, and we will see you again next time. Have a great day. Bye.